this Asia Pacific region. Pakistan is very strategically located country. On one side, we have the huge, big market of Asia Pacific region. Then on one side of the Middle East, and on the top of that is the China, which is the biggest tourist producing country in the world, and also biggest tourist receiving country in the world, and then the Europe and all the way to North America and the far end. But in terms of, ladies and gentlemen, tourism potential which we have in Pakistan, it's a country which is so diverse in its landscape, in its history, in its archaeology, that when people come over, they are mesmerized to see all that which is available in one country. So I'm just going to give you a glimpse of the main tourist attractions in all the regions of Pakistan. For example, starting from Baltistan, which is the largest province of Pakistan in terms of area. But mostly people think that it's just a rugged piece of land. But this is not exactly like that. It has its own charm and attraction in its landscape, in its beauty, in its culture. And this is one of the places on earth which has the largest, rather the second largest juniper forest in the world. And its landscape is very, very interesting in terms it receives snow in the winter. And it is very close to Quetta. People can easily go for a day trip even. And this is also the province which has the history of humankind, which is spread over 9,000 years from the Mehergar. And this site tells us about the ancient civilizations which actually started in this region and then reached towards the Indus Valley civilization. The most interesting aspect among foreign tourists is the living culture of Baltistan. So diverse and so rich in its authenticness. I mean, everybody who comes to Baltistan, they're just mesmerized because of the simplicity of this nomadic culture available in Baltistan. These days, as you know, Pakistan is working on the CPAC route, and the whole length of the Makran coast, which was not accessible in the past, about 750 kilometers long. Now you can travel all the way from Karachi to Gwadar, and this is one of the most scenic coastal road in the world. On one side you see the beautiful golden sandy beaches, and on the other side you see the rocky terrain of the mountain. And our government is working on a master plan in which we are going to develop 7 different sites along this Makran coast to develop coastal tourism. And after 2 weeks, there's a huge conference taking place in Karachi in which Navy and other agencies are working together to develop the strategy for the coastal tourism development. This particular landscape, which looked like the landscape of Moon, is the Hingool National Park, which is the largest national park in Pakistan. It's the habitat of ibex and many other species of animals, and also it houses one of the most important Hindu shrine in this area. There's a great variety of wildlife available in this national park, which could be promoted easily for ecotourism and wildlife tourism, as you see in the national parks of Canada or in the US and many other countries. And what I love most about Baltistan is the railway tracks in this piece of land. It's a heritage railway tracks which was laid down in the British period, and there are toy trains at many different nice locations. I've suggested Baltistan government to develop all those old stations which are abandoned into tourist resorts, and it could become an excellent railway journey in Pakistan, all the way passing through the Bolan Pass and onward to various other places. Then it comes to the Sindh, which is the province of Sufi saints and great history of Indus Valley civilization. Sindh has its own culture. One of the biggest city of Pakistan, the Karachi, is the hub of trade, commerce and shipping. But the most interesting aspect in terms of tourism point of view is the Indus Valley civilization, which flourished in this piece of land about 5,000 years ago. And this is one of the most important World Heritage sites in the world, contemporary to the Mesopotamians and Egyptian civilizations. And this is a piece of land which is the land of Sufis as well. There are many shrines of Sufis in this land which you can explore, and the history and culture experience is so much, unique in terms of the diversity available in the province of Sindh. So As the province of Baltistan, the Sindh is again very colorful and very romantic in its own culture. You go to Thar, you go to interior Sindh, to the far away places towards Sakhar and other places. It's one of the most interesting piece of land in terms of history and culture. The ajrak, which actually originated in Indus Valley civilization, is still the most favorite fabric in this piece of land. And many people, when they go to visit these places, they buy these. And there are many other products, handmade products available in Sindh and all the towns and cities in this piece of land. Sindhi food is very famous. Sindhi biryani is now cooked everywhere in Pakistan. And there are many other interesting dishes available in the province of Sindh. Punjab, as you know, is the land of 5 rivers. And this is the land of Harappa, again, the part of Indus Valley civilization. But mostly tourists who come to Pakistan, they are mesmerized because of the great Mughal heritage available in various parts of Punjab, especially Lahore. The capital is famous as the heart of Pakistan, and there's so much to explore in this beautiful city. And most importantly, the great walled city of Pakistan, famous because of the basant and colorful way of life, is really a treasure trove to explore. But Punjab, you know, is even more older than the Mehergarh and Indus Valley civilization. This is a piece of land where the Stone Age people started living millions of years ago. So a great history is available there. This is the piece of land from where Alexander the Great passed through, and he fought one of the very important battles with Raja Porus along the banks of River Jhelum. So many European tourists are now coming to explore the footsteps of Alexander the Great, because there's a whole history available from Bajar downward, the Texla and on the way to Punjab and to Sindh and all the way to Makran coast, from where he went back to Iraq. So in terms of landscape, the great vastness of Punjab, the land of rivers and canals, is a great place to to explore as a rural tourism sites. Now, quite a lot of activities are now taking place. Various food festivals, various fruit festivals are taking place in the province of Punjab. And the rural life is very, very charming in Punjab. And we are working with various private entrepreneurs to develop rural and agri-based tourism in Pakistan. But again, Punjab is also the land of Mohanas, where there's a people, there's a rich culture, of the Mohanas people who live all their life on boats. Along the Indus, you can find these people who live in this area. And the food, melas, the great treasure and history and taste is available all over Punjab. You can explore that. As the Sindh is famous because of the land of Sufis, the southern Punjab is also the same piece of land where there are many shrines of great Sufi saints available to explore. Side by side, it's also a very, very important piece of land in terms of Hindu religion. Like the Katas Raj is one of the most sacred Hindu religion site in the Salt Range area. And there's a Katas Raj nearby, there's the fort of Rohtas, built by Sheikh Shasuri. And this fort is again a World Heritage Site. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, a piece of land from where the Sikh religion originated actually. The most important Gurdwaras of Sikh religion are located in Pakistan and especially in this province of Punjab. The Cholistan is a piece of land which has its own history, culture and diversity. Now the Punjab government is also going to launch a Jeep Rally project in which even international drivers are participating from around the world. And there are lots of handmade products available in every town and cities, especially Multan is famous because of the craftsmanship of the camel lamps and blue pottery in this region. The bazaars are really, really colorful in Punjab and the rest of the country. Now it comes to the KP, the gateway to Afghanistan and all the way to Central Asia. Peshawar it has its own charm in terms of a food capital of Pakistan and also very, very rich history because one of the oldest living city in South Asia. And the Pashtun culture has its own color and its charm. And especially in the northwestern side, in the valley of Chitral, there are tribes who actually came with Alexander the Great, the Kailasha people. Now the last 4,000 population is living in the 3 villages in this area. Peshawar is now under a project in which the heritage development project going on in the whole city to build it as one of the urban tourism hub. And this is a piece of land, ladies and gentlemen, from where the Mahayana Buddhism actually originated and spread all over the way to China, Korea, Japan, and many other Far Eastern countries. And there are more than 600 stupas and monasteries only in the Swat, along the river of Swat, and there are many places even in the side of the Indus and the Texana. So this is a place with a great history, with a great food, with a great cultural charm. And the KP is even having lots of historical places of other dynasties, but side by side a great craftsmanship, and also the truck art, very famous all across the world, and the beautiful valleys of Swat, Kalam, Gilgit, Kagan Valley and Chitral Valley are the part of this piece of land. And now I come to the most important piece of land, which is very, very famous in the land of adventure in Pakistan. And especially this is the place where you can find the longest glaciers outside polar region. More than 5,000 glaciers are situated in Pakistani Gilgit-Baltistan territories. And out of 14 peaks over 8,000 meters, 5 are located in this great territory, including the KD, which is the second highest peak in the world. So that is a place where we can go and explore the great variety of adventure sports, from mountaineering, trekking, skiing, and paragliding, and various other sports which are now taking place in this region. The landscape diversity is so great in Gilgit-Baltistan. On one side you find the green, lush green valley. On the other side you find this kind of rocky terrain in the Skardu and in Gilgit and other piece of land. Especially the interesting aspect of this piece of land is this has been the part of the ancient Silk Route, which was linking China all the way to Central Asia, passing through this territory and linking all the way to Europe. So many tourists are now planning their trips via Central Asia to reach to China and coming back and traveling via Punjab Pass and downward to Pakistan. So we are now working on special packages to promote Silk Route. As the diversity of culture is rich in other provinces, the same is the case with the Gilgit-Baltistan. So the people who are very loving and we are friendly, and the craftsmanship is unique in terms of their music and in terms of their dances. And it's a place of the fresh fruits and food also, which is available in abundance everywhere in this area. Many beautiful lakes in this area. And also this is the land where you can find a great diversity of wildlife. Especially this is the land of snow leopard and many species of birds, ibex and the markhor. Now we have offered a trophy hunting program in which the conservation is the main objective by offering a high-priced trophy hunting in Gilgit-Baltistan and providing almost 80% income to the local community to develop local well-being. And this is also a place where the polo game is played in most original form in the world. And one of the highest polo field is located at the border of the Gilgit-Baltistan and the KP province. That's come the province of Kashmir, which is like a heaven. I mean, the lush green valleys, blue flowing rivers, and the very, very rich and authentic and hospitable culture. Capital city Muzaffarabad is a gateway town, and from here you can go and explore the Neelam Valley and many other smaller valley on the other side of the area. And there are many beautiful lakes which are only accessible by foot, like this Chitakata Lake, and the peaks on the backside you can see. They are also the sacred places for the Hindu religions and other religions as well. This is the Neelam Valley. And the Kashmiri food is again very, very rich in terms of their cuisine, variety, and there are lots of fruit varieties available. Obviously, the capital city, Islamabad, is the hub and it's a gateway town, and from here you can travel in any direction in Pakistan. And now Islamabad is going to be having a place where the most of the nice hotels are located, convention centers and other facilities are located. 5 museums are in this city, so it's going to be even more important in terms of a gateway town for Pakistan. We play cricket, it's a passion of the nation, but side by side, we also play many of the traditional games in its more original form, even today. So all over Pakistan, when you travel, you find various festivals and events where these games are played in a small regional form. And all year round, there are many different festivals in which people can participate. So Pakistan is historical, it's rich in history and culture. Side by side, it's a progressing nation and developing forward. Tourism, ladies and gentlemen, is growing in Pakistan now. In 2015, there was hardly 1.5 million tourists traveling from one place to other place in Pakistan. But just before COVID, they crossed the figure of 6.6 million. And after that, there was a dip, obviously, because of the COVID, but now it's again going up, and 4.4%, which are already received. And 96% is our domestic tourism and overseas tourism market. Very small foreign tourists, on which now we're trying to promote. Our presence in this show is also struggle to attract more foreigners to Pakistan, which is very, very important for the national economy as well. Although it's a small segment of national economy, but still it's contributing 3.7% in the national GDP. 3.3 million people are employed in tourism sector directly and indirectly. So quite a handsome contribution tourism is making in the overall economic growth. But if we could able to promote this a bit more proactively, we can easily generate 3 to 4 billion US dollar only from foreign tourism in Pakistan. For that, we are making effort. The various steps government have taken with the national strategy. We have eased the visa facilitation for 191 countries. We are working on the standards improvement. Regional plans are on board right now in various provincial setups. There are independent tourism departments. Private sector is now more proactively participating along with private sector in various events. A national tourism portal we are now working on to develop a comprehensive portal on tourism in which all the information and booking of hotels, airlines and other facilities will be available, and this portal will be launched hopefully in April by the Prime Minister, and this will be going to open up a gateway for all the digital information. And the recent time, all the provincial governments are now working on the development of infrastructure project. Very recently, the KP government has introduced 4 new tourism economic zones for private sector investment. For example, this is one of the zones at Tindiani, which master plan has been prepared with all the details, and overseas Pakistanis can make a joint venture with Pakistani companies, or foreign investors even can come forward. So there are 4 new zones available for investment, and there have been already 2 zones, projects have been launched, and if people are interested to get more information, we can provide with that. CPAC, which is linking almost the whole country from north to south, is now going to open up more opportunities to develop tourism zones all the way along various highways and motorways in Pakistan. So it's going to be a very important economic opportunity for investment promotion, especially in the hospitality sector. So Pakistan is growing, ladies and gentlemen. Tourism is going to be a big game changer, inshallah, in next 5 to 6 years. I'm happy that all the provincial governments, federal government and private sector working together to make this really a productive sector for the people of Pakistan and the people who will be coming to Pakistan to explore this piece of land. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.